Today at Fate of the Norns, we'll be talking about the runes.
You will know me as Skull the Norn.
Welcome. Today, I, Lennard, and Ken will be interviewing Andrew Valkauskas, creator of Fate of the Norns. We're going to be talking about runes today. So, Andrew, what are runes exactly?
Well, let's start right at the beginning. Runes are ancient symbols that were used by the ancient peoples in ancient times.
So like the 80s?
Yes, exactly.
I feel like it's more like the 70s, right?
Late 70s.
Back in the day. So we know of the runes from the Fate of the Norns role-playing game system, but do they have any sort of history or meaning outside of the game itself?
Runes have actually a really rich history in all kinds of ancient civilizations. What we ended up specializing in for Fate of the Norns are the Futhark set of runes. So this is an elder Futhark set, and there's a younger Futhark set, and it ranges between 24 and 36 characters. And obviously the symbols varied depending on where you were in Northern Europe, at which time and period in time. We chose the most popular runic set, which was the Futhark set. So that's 24 characters, where you're looking...
Like the alphabet. Wait.
Almost.
Wait a minute.
Almost. I have to do the math.
Wait a minute. Just kidding, it was a joke.
It was a shitty one. There are 26 runes in the set, though, because
Yes.
you do have a Void and a Valkanize.
Yes. That's what I was...
I mean, I don't know anything about the runic game system. What are you talking about?
All right.
So, do each correspond to a letter, or do they have a little bit more to them than that? Or there's like
So originally they were used for writing, very primitive writing. So you would find it on tombstones, you'd find it on major landmarks that would commemorate major events. But then if we look at the Icelandic sagas and some of the Eddas, the stories within the Eddas, there are definitely references to where the runes had a mystical aspect to them. So you have, characters like Egil, who scribes a rune on top of a chalice of poisoned mead. And it alerts him to the fact that there's poison in there. So there's a lot of instances where the runes were actually tied to very, very supernatural and mystical effects.
Isn't it known for runes to be tied to like witchcraft and stuff like that? Or is that just like a myth or
That's
misconception or something like that? Is that like just a lie people are saying, or just what is it with runes?
I think it's the Christianization of the pagan Europe that basically took everything that was old and demonized it. So it's really a alphabet that was used and kind of mythologized in lore into something a little bit more mystical and supernatural.
Okay, so there's nothing bad with runes. It's just a cool thing.
All right, let's summon Odin.
Yeah.
sacrifice a goat.
No goats were harmed.
Not yet.
So you use 3 colors. Now they have a purpose in Fate of the Norns, but were you careful in selecting which runic symbol was tied to which color, and the colors being attached to like the 3 different like aspects of like a person, right? Physical, mental, and spiritual. Were you really careful in selecting, or did you just kind of pick and choose?
I went with framework that already exists. So if we look back at maybe Jacob Grimm, which was someone in old Germanic times that collected a lot of mythical lore and folk tales, he had published some works about runes and their meanings, and along with other scholars from the 19th and 20th centuries. And for the Futhark set, they broke it into 3 eights, and 8 as in like A-E-T-T, I believe the spelling is. And they kind of broke them up into blocks of meanings. And the popular culture now, if you look at New Age, those 3 eights are assigned to 3 gods. For Fate of the Norns, for Diviner, which is a book that we published 2 years ago, commemorating the runes and their meanings, the phonetics behind them. We broke them into 3 aspects. So the physical runes, the mental runes, and the spiritual runes. And that's kind of what translated into the Fate of the Norns game.
So there's 2 other kind of unique runes in a rune set. There's the Void rune and the Valkanize rune. What do they mean? What do they sort of represent?
So if you go further back than I think 1960s or 70s, the Void rune did not exist. The Void rune was something that was added in rune sets in case someone lost a rune, and so you'd have a spare to kind of like put in the symbol that you were missing. But there were a couple of New Age authors that took that void rune and gave it a meaning. And so now all the sets started selling their sets with the void rune because people would be like, okay, well, we've heard this thing has a meaning. We want the rune set with the void rune. So all the manufacturers started producing the void rune. And when we looked at it, we're like, all right, if we're going to adopt the Futhark rune set for the game, what are we going to do with the void rune? And this is something that kind of only came about in 2012 when we went to RGS 2.0, which is Runic Game System 2. The void rune was bound to your archetype's specialization. In terms of diviner, we kind of regurgitate some of the meanings that have come about in the last 30 or 40 years about the void rune, because I mean it's part of the history of the rune set. The Valknut rune is something new that we've added to the rune set, and that's just basically for the Asatru faith that's out there. We had a Kickstarter for the runes, and it was a kind of a stretch goal on Kickstarter that we wanted to give an extra symbol that people could potentially, drill a hole through, wear it as a medallion or something like that. Mm-hmm. And we had an idea where when we come up with the Immortals rune set for, or the Immortals rules for RGS, then we can take the Valknut rune and kind of use it like the Void rune, and it could be your Immortal specialization. So
that's cool. That's really cool. That's really cool.
So, what exactly, looking at the Diviner specifically, what exactly am I getting when I look into this book?
So this book gives you, the first chapter is all about the history of the rune. So, our archaeological evidence of where it was found, what dates it was used in different periods throughout Northern Europe. Then we go into chapter 2, which deals with all of the runes, their phonetics, the equivalent, I guess, Anglo-Saxon or Latin letters and sounds, the meanings for the runes. And in the last 2 chapters, we've got one about divination, which is more about how would you use the runes to divine and kind of help you focus on things that are important in your life. Because right now, in our life, we've got tweeting, we've got cell phones that everyone's checking, you're constantly getting distracted. It's good to have something that can help you refocus and kind of think about the important things in your life. So we're not really going on an angle of magic more than a tool of meditation and kind of like self-reflection. And then the last chapter is a different type of runic game system where you can do a storytelling game using the runes. And it's kind of like a family game that people can get together and kind of tell a story.
Cool. Using the definitions and like what the runes represent, kind
Exactly.
I like that every rune has like a definition, kind of like a story behind it. So when you make a story, everything can be different, which is really nice.
Yeah, there's more to them than just numbers and numeric values.
And colors, it's not just metal pieces of colors. So that's really neat about these rune things.
And everyone has their own like flavors of what they like their runes to be. We created another set of runes for a Kickstarter in stainless steel. We've also got wood runes. We encourage people to create their own rune sets. There's always that personal touch. I still have my first rune set that I made that I bring around with me wherever I go.
My friend made one out of wood and clay and rocks, right? So,
yeah.
And if you guys want to buy your own runes, you guys can go ahead and click the link right here.
Or there. Or there.
Or there. Or here.
Just no.
Yeah, it's going to link to the site. You can go ahead if you want to buy some of these runes. They're really nice. We also have a bunch of the wood ones, plastic one, cards one. So, little paid ad. Alright, that's it for today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. And if you want to know more about these runes, and if you want to buy this book right here, we're gonna link it up here, somewhere here. I can't really see. Maybe just click on
over my face again.
Beautiful
probably.
face right here.
Oh, that one. Yes.
And if you want to see more of this type of content, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I'm gonna do a big pop up. It's gonna go. Probably not gonna do that. Something cool like that. I'm not really that good. All right. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time. Bye.
Bye for now.
Skål.
Skål!
Skål!
Just go and say, just say.
Welcome to Gamers Vault Fate of the Norns, Ken's channel.
Welcome. What's good, killers? Z-Man here, back with another NBA Live mobile video.
Today, I'm gonna learn how to download things from the Play Store and maybe spend some money. Today, I, Lennard, and Ken will be interviewing the creator of Fate of the Norns, Andrew Valkauskus.
Yes, what are runes?
So, well, Why are you asking me?
Wait a minute, aren't we asking you the questions?
All right.
I'm a little bit confused now.
Yeah, but wait a minute.
I'm not ready for this.
The script is not in the script.
Oh my god, this heat's getting to me. Here we turn up the AC.
I swear that's the best joke. That's gonna be the best joke in this whole video.
I get
Before
no
Ragnarok.
respect.
This is not getting cut, by the way. There's an uncut.
We're cutting this, right?
No, we're not cutting this. No. Just
He's here.
we
Or here.
did that like 8 times.